Hello fellow ALTs, my name is Julia and I'm here to help you become a better teacher for your JTEs, your students, and yourself. Everything you're about to hear is from my personal experience and the personal experiences of other ALTs. There's no guarantee that what we're about to suggest will work in your situation, but it's always worth a try. Today's topic is elementary schools. Teaching small children can pose special challenges, especially if you don't visit their schools very often. So here are some tips for you on how to be an ALT who visits elementary schools. Keep a notebook of all of the classes that you teach. Mine looks like this. On the first page, I write down each grade, the date, and what we studied. Then on the inside, I write down in detail what we did, how the students did, and whether or not they liked it. Especially for ALTs who visit multiple schools, this kind of little notebook can save your life. You can know at a glance who studied what, when, where, and how they did. The only trick is you have to keep this notebook every single time you teach a class, or else it's not very useful. Nevertheless, this is the best thing that you can do for yourself as an ALT who teaches at elementary schools. Many ALTs only teach the 5th and 6th grades, but there are opportunities for you to see all of the students. Make a schedule with each elementary school about who you're going to play with at recess, who you're going to eat lunch with, and who you're going to help during cleaning time. Not only does this guarantee that you get to see all of the students, but it also stops any potential arguments about who gets to hang out with you. You're an adult in an elementary school, and that means the students are looking to you to cue them into how they're supposed to behave, whether they realize it or not. So if you're calm, it encourages them to be calm too. If your students are getting noisy, it's better to wait quietly than to join in with the shouting. There's a really great trick for getting your students to calm down. Try clapping out a rhythm like this. Some of your students will hear and they'll repeat the rhythm. Then do it again. Those students will clap again and more students will hear them. Keep repeating this until all of your students are repeating your clapping. Then bring the level down. Clap, clap, clap. Clap, clap, clap. Shh. Now all of your students are quiet and listening, looking right at you, and you can continue with your class. Elementary school students are really young and don't always understand boundaries. If a student crosses a boundary with you, say by hitting you over and over again to get your attention, you have the authority to enforce your boundary. Kneel down, take the student's hands in your own, and look them straight in the eye. Tell them no. This is a calm, mature way for you to enforce your boundary that every child can understand. Some other general tips for elementary school ALTs is to bring your own indoor shoes to school, because playing tag in the gym in the guest slippers is a really good way to get yourself hurt. Jonkin solves almost all disputes in elementary school. If you see students arguing, tell them to Jonkin, and the dispute will be solved almost immediately, no matter what they were arguing about. Depending on each school and its teachers, you may be the main teacher in an elementary school or a supporting teacher. So be sure to keep yourself flexible from school to school and from class to class. Of course, communicating regularly with your teachers is the best way to make sure things go smoothly. I hope you learned a little bit more about being an ALT who goes to elementary schools. Good luck in all your classes, and I'll see you the next time you need a little bit more advice on how to be an ALT.